Archangel Michael says, there was a circle formed in darkness with your name written at the center of it. Whispers of betrayal passed between mouths that once smiled in your presence. But what they did not anticipate was the divine reversal that was already on its way. They gathered in secret, plotting to ruin everything you had built with your own hands. Their envy became fuel, and their lies became weapons aimed at your peace. Still, something larger than them watched from the shadows. As they moved closer to the final blow, a disturbance began to unfold. One of them broke rank, frightened by the unnatural occurrences happening in their lives. It started with silence, then came the signs. Archangel Michael says, as their plans reached the boiling point, the hand of justice came down without a warning. The power they used turned against them in ways they could not control. Every step they made to finish you became a step into their own downfall. Type Amen to get blessing 333. A mirror shattered in the home of one of your enemies as your name was spoken in hate. Another lost control of their emotions and confessed too much in front of the wrong people. The third? Their voice no longer carries power, it's trembling now. This was not coincidence. This was not karma. This was a holy reversal prepared before you even knew what they were doing. Every effort they made to erase your name brought it into the spotlight even more. Their hands moved with wickedness, but now those same hands shake in regret. They are beginning to realize, they touched the wrong soul. Their silence now isn't peace, it's panic. Behind closed doors, they replay what went wrong. But they can't fix what is already out of their control. Type Amen to get blessing 721. Archangel Michael says, your spirit is heavily guarded, more than you realize. They thought they were attacking a person, but they didn't know they were standing against a divine assignment. What they tried to destroy will now multiply before their very eyes. They paid someone to turn against you. But that person is now coming forward with the truth. The betrayal they initiated has begun unraveling in public. Screenshots, recordings, receipts, they exist. Someone among them couldn't handle the guilt and started leaking what they were told to keep hidden. The very evidence they buried is now rising like fire. They were so sure that no one would find out. But now your name is clearing faster than they can twist it. People are asking questions, but the answers are already prepared. Type Amen to get blessing 448. Your enemies are not sleeping well. Restless nights have become their new routine. What they imagined would break you has bounced back into their lives like a curse. One of them saw something in a dream that shook them. A figure in white with a sword, standing at the gates of your future, told them to stop. But it was too late, they had already done the damage. Now, it's undoing them. In their attempt to isolate you, they exposed themselves. They poked the flame thinking it was weak, not realizing it was growing. Now it has consumed the lies and lit a path only you can walk. Type Amen to get blessing 935. Doors they shut for you are swinging open without them. People they turned against you are slowly returning with shame in their hearts. They're realizing they were fed lies while truth was standing right in front of them. They laughed when you cried. But now your laughter is echoing while their tears fall in secret. Their pride has cracked, and their control is crumbling. There was a woman involved, a name that's now being whispered with disgust. Her part in the plan has been exposed by the very ones she trusted. Now her truth is being weighed against her wickedness. People are distancing from her. Those who clapped with her during your downfall have suddenly disappeared. Her web of stories is no longer holding her up. Type Amen to get blessing 220. Someone high-ranking who knew about all of this remained silent, but no longer. A letter is being written, and your name is on it, in honor. You are about to be restored with interest. An opportunity you were denied will come back with a different face, this time led by someone who actually respects your light. This moment will not just be a return, it will be a resurrection. The rumors are dying. The truth is growing louder than the noise. What they tried to bury is becoming the seed of something powerful. They thought it was over for you. But what's happening now is bigger than survival, it's a revelation. The pain wasn't your end, it was your preparation. Type Amen to get blessing 888. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, you have been covered while walking through fire. The protection over you was invisible to the enemy, but known by every spirit aligned with the heavens. That's why you are still standing. Now comes the phase where your name becomes a banner of strength. People will speak of what you survived not in pity, but in awe. Because no one thought you'd make it, except the divine. What once was laughed at will soon be envied. The rooms they kept you out of will now open without them. Their presence will no longer be required for your access. They lost control over your path. The illusion of power they held is dissolving. The ground is shaking under them while you walk firm. Type Amen to get blessing 554. There's an announcement coming, a change in direction. A supervisor, leader, or public figure is getting involved. They were shown something behind closed doors and decided to shift everything. A relocation is being discussed involving your name. A better position, better finances, better peace. It's been hidden until now, but the covering is lifting. One of your enemies is being removed from their current post. What they misused is returning to its rightful place. The authority they abused is collapsing from within. They signed documents to block you. But those papers are being cancelled by someone higher. What was once stamped in darkness is now erased in light. Type Amen to get blessing 674. People will begin to approach you with new energy. You'll notice apologies wrapped in nervous laughter. They don't know how to admit they were wrong, but their eyes say everything. The storm they created has passed. And you are still here, but now stronger. The new version of you is unrecognizable to them. They underestimated your endurance. They expected you to fade in silence. But instead, you rose in power. This shift has already started. You're walking into it even now, unknowingly. But signs will appear in the next few hours. Type Amen to get blessing 301. Your finances are being corrected. A delay that once held you back has been removed from the system. The person responsible for tampering with your paperwork has been caught. That blocked transaction will release without notice. Someone will call or email about something that once seemed small, but it's going to change everything. Prepare for the reversal in your accounts. They tried to strip you of everything. But now you're about to walk with more than you had before. What was meant to be your end is now your new beginning. They made you the villain in their story. But the real story is being told now, by the divine. And your character is being restored. Type Amen to get blessing 492. You will be protected during the rise. The same ones who threw stones are now trying to be your audience. But not everyone gets a front row seat to this comeback. Be cautious. You are not the same, and neither are they. Let your discernment speak louder than your emotions. A strange silence will follow after today. That's not coincidence, it's spiritual. Something is retreating that once tried to hold you down. Archangel Michael says, they are not afraid of you, they're afraid of what they couldn't stop. They realize you were chosen all along. Their time to speak over your destiny has ended. Type Amen to get blessing 117. Let this be a reminder, no matter how calculated their attempt was, it has failed. And it failed publicly. Their shame is now tied to your name, but in a way they never expected. You are rising. Not by revenge, but by redirection. Your life is about to be the biggest proof that no weapon formed against you could prosper. And now those who formed it are being confronted by forces they can't escape. Every move they made is under review. Prepare yourself. A message, a transaction, an invitation is coming. You'll know it when it arrives. It will smell like justice. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Your light has never dimmed, it was only shielded for your protection. Now it's about to blind those who thought they buried you. You're not buried, you were planted. They will hear of you again. But this time in honor. Not from your mouth, but from the mouths of those who once doubted you. This is only the beginning. Watch what happens next. They're already watching too, but they won't be able to stop it. Type Amen to get blessing 333. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, they never imagined you would survive the storm they summoned. But now, the same people are whispering to each other about the power that's surrounding your life. What was meant to embarrass you has become their greatest regret. One of them is keeping a secret that's starting to leak. A conversation was recorded, your name, their voice, and the lies they thought were hidden. Now it's being passed around, and the truth is gaining momentum like a wave. There's a shift happening in real time. People who never defended you are now speaking in your favor. Those who turned their back are now facing forward, unsure how to approach your rising light. Their hands tried to twist your story. But the divine hand is now rewriting it with favor, clarity, and exposure. Every crooked page is being torn and replaced with truth. Type Amen to get blessing 777. You'll hear about a fallout between them soon. One person from the group has turned completely, confessing more than they should have. And now the rest are scrambling to protect themselves. Don't be surprised when you receive a message from someone who was part of it all. They won't say everything, but they'll hint that they know what happened. That's your confirmation. They are being spiritually disarmed. What they tried to build against you is now crumbling from within. And every piece of their plan is falling into ruins. They're watching you from a distance now. But what they see is not weakness, it's divine armor. You've been elevated beyond their reach. Type Amen to get blessing 612. An organization that denied you access is now reopening its doors. They've reviewed something and noticed an error, or at least that's what they'll call it. But the truth is, a divine interruption shook the system. Your name was buried under files that were intentionally misplaced. Now, without warning, those files are resurfacing, and so is your recognition. A decision is being reversed. You're not just being accepted, you're being selected. A panel, group, or team is preparing to introduce you in a new light. You'll be shocked who is now on your side. This isn't just a win, it's a prophecy fulfilled. What was locked has been unlocked without your force. It happened because your purpose cannot be erased. Type Amen to get blessing 844. There is someone who has remained silent all this time, an observer. They saw it all, knew it all, and said nothing. But now their silence is turning into action. That person is about to make a move that will change the direction of your path. They held power before but stayed distant. Now they're moving closer, ready to correct what went wrong. They've seen the injustice. They've seen your endurance. And something about you makes them want to step in boldly. They are about to contact you directly. No filters. No middlemen. A clear opportunity, made just for you. Type Amen to get blessing 293. The ones who tried to destroy you are panicking. They are praying that no one connects the dots. But it's too late, truth is traveling faster than their denials. One of them is dealing with a mysterious illness. Doctors are confused, but spiritually, it's no mystery. That which was spoken in dark corners has now found its way back to the speaker. Another is facing sudden financial collapse. They tried to drain your flow, but now their own has dried up. Their banks are freezing, their plans are failing. It's not your doing, it's divine justice. And what's being restored to you will be impossible for them to touch again. Type Amen to get blessing 119. You will walk into a room where your name was once mocked, and now it will be honored. There will be a silence when you enter, not from hate, but from reverence. People are realizing who you really are. What they threw at you to harm you only refined your spirit. You became stronger, wiser, and more protected. And now, they can't recognize the version of you that's emerging. You were never meant to stay small. The delay was divine, so you could be launched properly. And now, the launching is unstoppable. An announcement is coming. Whether public or private, it will shake your atmosphere. And they will hear it too. Type Amen to get blessing 503. A certain person has been watching your journey. They've seen your name come up more than once, and each time, they took note. Quietly, they've been preparing a door for you to walk through. This person has authority. Not just in title, but in decision-making. And they've decided it's time to pull you into the next level. You won't expect this. It won't come from a familiar face. But the offer will be undeniable. You may feel overwhelmed by the timing. But it's right on schedule. You are being moved, not just emotionally, but physically, spiritually, and financially. Type Amen to get blessing 808. Archangel Michael says, what was blocked is now being blasted open. A barrier that stood for years will fall in a matter of hours. You'll feel it in your spirit before you see it in the physical. Suddenly, things that took months will be resolved in days. People will ask how it happened. You'll only be able to say, divine acceleration. This is not luck. This is not coincidence. This is restoration. Expect unexpected invitations. Expect unexplained clarity. Expect undeniable favor. Type Amen to get blessing 426. They're still trying to figure out how you're rising. They don't understand that what they tried to destroy wasn't built by them, so they had no power to break it. You were built by purpose. Your presence alone is now convicting their hearts. You don't even need to speak. Your existence is evidence of mercy, power, and truth. They are seeing someone else take your side now. Someone powerful. Someone they respect. And that's making them panic. Your justice is not just personal, it's public. And that is exactly what they fear the most. Type Amen to get blessing 266. A message is being drafted. A report is being written. Your name is being added to something you never even applied for. This is divine compensation. For every closed door. For every stolen moment. For every betrayal you silently endured. You'll get the call or message at an unusual time. Mark that moment. It will be the beginning of your reward phase. You were chosen before they attacked. And you're rising even after they failed. This isn't revenge, it's divine recognition. Type Amen to get blessing 640. Soon, you will hear these words, we made a mistake. And it won't be from one person, it will be from multiple. Because your light has become too bright to deny. They're watching your steps carefully. Looking for cracks. But there are none, they've been sealed with divine strength. Every weapon formed against you is now melting in front of them. Every lie spoken is being reversed in their presence. And they are realizing, painfully, that they were never in control. Your presence is now your protection. Your silence is now your power. And your future is unstoppable. Type Amen to get blessing 555. They are now fearing what they cannot undo. The plan they once controlled is collapsing in front of them like ashes in the wind. And every person they manipulated is backing away. They underestimated the force of divine timing. They did not realize that what looked like a delay was actually a countdown. And now the explosion of truth has ignited everything they tried to hide. You will soon hear someone admit what they've done, not because they want to, but because they're afraid of what's coming next. Their protection is gone. Their alliances are broken. You don't need to prove anything. Their fear is doing all the talking now. And their own words are testifying against them. Type Amen to get blessing 777. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. A woman in particular has gone silent after months of loud drama. Her story is falling apart piece by piece, and people are questioning her credibility. The lies are being peeled back like old paint on a stained wall. She told people you were the problem. But now it's her name being spoken in disgust. Those who believed her are asking themselves how they were fooled. There's no hiding anymore. Her associations are unraveling. And now, the very people she used to laugh with are distancing themselves without explanation. You won't have to defend yourself. She's doing that job for you, by exposing her own darkness with every word she speaks now. Type Amen to get blessing 334. There's a contract they signed behind your back. But someone higher up has seen it and is preparing to burn it to dust. That contract will be nullified, not legally, but spiritually. You will hear about a reversal connected to that situation. Someone who once stood against you is now speaking on your behalf. What was signed in darkness is now being cancelled in light. Your name is being brought up in high places, not by those who harmed you, but by those who were meant to help you rise. You're being mentioned in decisions you haven't even heard about yet. People are aligning themselves with your future. They see the hand of favor on you. And they're choosing wisely which side to stand on. Type Amen to get blessing 922. You've been misunderstood, mislabeled, and mistreated. But now you are about to be announced, reintroduced, and elevated. The pain they caused will never be greater than the platform being built for you. Your testimony is heavy. But it's about to become a weapon of breakthrough for others. What nearly broke you is becoming your proof. This rise won't be quiet. It will be noticed. It will be felt. Even those who left you will be forced to see it. They'll hear your name again, and this time, they won't be able to deny what's unfolding. Type Amen to get blessing 611. One of them is trying to leave the country. They're hoping to run before everything unravels. But it's too late, the chain of events is already in motion. The lies are traveling faster than their feet can move. Screenshots are being shared. Private meetings are being held. And all roads are leading to one conclusion: they were wrong about you. Someone unexpected will contact you. Their tone will be softer now. Not because they've changed, but because they now fear the consequences of siding against you. Watch how roles reverse. The accusers will become the questioned. The betrayers will become the isolated. Type Amen to get blessing 308. You will soon be honored in the same environment where you were humiliated. The tables are not just turning, they're flipping entirely. And the sound of your victory will echo in places you once wept. They shut doors thinking they had the final say. But they forgot, divine elevation doesn't need approval. And now, new doors are opening without their permission. People are whispering about how quickly your name is rising. They can't explain it. They thought they buried your voice. But the voice they tried to silence is now speaking with authority. The one they tried to erase is now being celebrated. Type Amen to get blessing 420. There's a video clip, an email, or an old file that was almost deleted. But it's about to resurface. And it will clear your name beyond question. This evidence wasn't meant to be seen. But a digital trail has survived the cover-up. And someone on the inside is about to bring it forward. The truth is undeniable now. And the exposure is bigger than their intentions. What they tried to hide is what will now justify your victory. There's no need to go searching. The revelation is already being prepared for your hands. It will find you. Type Amen to get blessing 131. Archangel Michael says, the shift is divine and irreversible. You are walking into a new atmosphere, one that they can't follow you into. Their season in your life has expired. What was once a storm is now clearing into revelation. The fog is lifting. You are about to see everything with divine clarity. They're hoping you still feel broken. But the truth is, you've been rebuilt. Stronger. Wiser. Covered. This is the season of restoration. Every broken piece is being returned. But not in the old form, in a new, unstoppable design. Type Amen to get blessing 585. A message from a high place is coming. It may look small at first. But it's the key to the next phase of your journey. Someone influential is about to recommend you. Your name will be mentioned in rooms full of opportunity. And this time, no one will be able to deny your worth. They tried to delete you. But the divine had already saved a backup. And now it's being restored before all. What they destroyed is being rebuilt faster than they can understand. The next 7 days will hold signs they cannot silence. Type Amen to get blessing 999. They are losing allies. People they once controlled are choosing to walk away from them. And the circle that once looked strong is now breaking from within. Don't be surprised when you hear of their collapse. One by one, everything they used to fight you is falling apart. And they're being left exposed. They thought they would rise over your pain. But instead, they're sinking beneath the weight of their own plans. What was meant to harm you has backfired. This is your confirmation. You're not just surviving. You're leading forward. Type Amen to get blessing 369. There's a silence coming. Not from fear, but from divine focus. You are being positioned for something greater than before. During this quiet, downloads from heaven will come. You'll begin to receive instruction, clarity, and direction. Pay attention to the peace, it's your new compass. You will meet someone new soon. Their presence will feel calm, yet powerful. They are part of the next divine connection that will unlock even more. Stay alert. The signs are not coming in chaos, but in divine order. Trust what you feel. Type Amen to get blessing 701. Everything they did is now evidence of who they are. And everything you endured is now proof of who you are becoming. The script has changed. This is your time. Not tomorrow. Not next year. Right now. Walk into it without hesitation. The heavens have already approved what man rejected. The final word is not theirs. Give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20.